Welcome back to Shum's Universe. So today, guys, we're going to go over the scariest numbers that you can have in your numerology core chart. So the scariest numbers you can have in your core chart are the karmic debt numbers by far. No matter if you look at it from a Pythagorean standpoint or Chaldean, those numbers still have a very peculiar meaning in both. When looking at the original context with numerology as a whole, when you look at like Jyotish, they look at the 13, the 14, the 16, the 19 as quite a scary number to have, whether it be your birth number, a life path number, or in your name number position as an expression. So if your full name at birth adds to a karmic debt number 13, 14, 16, or 19, that's going to be extremely effective on you on a day-to-day basis. If it's a life path, it's going to cover you for your entire life, but it's not as heavy as actually the name number, believe it or not. And the birth number is the least effective. It's there, but it's just something you have to watch out for. You can still suffer the consequences if you're not hitting the karmic debt obligations at all. But as a birth number, I'd say it's the safest by far. Now, speaking more particularly about why they're so scary is this. The 13 is a very occult number. It's a number known for somebody who's a good speaker, hard work, perseverance, endurance. But it can also stand for people that have mental illnesses as well. It can also lead to schizophrenia, ADHD, autism, things of that nature. It can have a very negative or malefic effect on its host. When you have this as a karmic debt number in your core chart, whether it be in the birth number position, life path, or an expression, you have to be very, very focused and resilient in your life. Meaning, if you have a birth number 13, you should be the hardest working person around you by far. Like, nobody should pass you when it comes to working hard. You need to be the person that's actually putting in all the work and putting in the repetition, putting in the hours, and making sure things work out in your favor. If you don't do that, then you're going to suffer the consequences of extreme failure, poverty, homelessness, family disregarding you, and even consequently, even death. So that's why you have to be very careful with this numbers, because unlike other numbers that like the 6 or the 3, that'll just be, they're more benefic. They'll let it go if you don't really follow their path. The 13 over 4, it's governed by Rahu. It's a very much a demonic energy, so it actually will crush you if you don't actually do what it wants you to do. So you need to make sure that you're very much on point with what you're doing, whether it be working at McDonald's or starting a Fortune 500 company. You have to be somebody who's fully locked in and not playing any games. In a past life with the 13, they truly believe that the person was just lazy, had rich parents, and as a result, they just misused everything. Like, they didn't care to do anything with the power that they were given. So as a result, in this life, because they were so pampered and taken care of, typically people with 13 over 4 have very rough family upbringing this time. They mean they're born to a very almost bad family, or they're born to a family that's just simply not supportive, not because they don't want to be, but because economically maybe they can't be. So you have to push against the tide this time in order to really unlock your true strength and power. As a 14, if you're born the 14th, you're going to like fast money a lot. We're going to get into that in a sec. Life path 14 or expression number 14, typically money is almost like God to you guys. You guys want to be very, very careful with how you interact with your lusts and wants and vices, because you guys' dopamine levels are through the roof. If you have a 14 as a name number like me, that means you're gonna have a very addictive personality. If you have 14 as a life path, it means that you're gonna have a lot of people are gonna throw addictions your way, or a lot of distractions are gonna be thrown your way to get you off path. And then the birth number 14, you're going to want like a lot of fast money or a lot of quick results and things, which lead you to going after shortcuts, which can lead to vices and different addictions, or just breaking the law altogether as well. So having this karmic debt number in one of those 3 positions means that I would say abstain from all vices completely. Drinking, smoking, overly gratification with sexual intercourse, all those things are off the table. I would say that you need to abstain from really satiating your 5 senses. So you want to make sure that you're staying away from the things that are going to make you want to do it again and again and again, and understand that you have to use your dopamine levels to actually go after success. The best counteraction to the 14, based off my own experience, is just chasing success over gratification, and then being addicted to just getting results. So like following a process, being very systematic. That's been my combat against the 14. So if you have it, you can reach out to me privately. We can discuss that for free. I'll just give you a few voice notes if you message you on Instagram and just let you know the type of stuff that I do to counteract the 14. But moreover than that, it's going to be about consistency, focus for sure, But the most important thing, even if you don't go after any specific goal, is just to stay away from all vices. The vices are what's going to ruin you. A lot of drug addicts, a lot of people that are criminals are going to have this 14/5 for sure. Next one is 16/7. This one is an interesting one because it means that you were very popular in a prior life, whether you're born the 16th, life path 16/7, or expression number. You were very popular in another life, so this life you remember to almost feel like a loner. There's a rumor that there could be even people that you may have manipulated or used, just sort of finessed, scammed, whatever. And as a result, this time you might have to deal with a lot of untrustworthy people around you, people that are just simply blatantly lying to your face, family that you can't trust. And you also go through different situations when it comes to your social life. Like you'll have a very uphill social life when you're younger. And as you hit like 20s, 30s, especially Saturn return times, things really just come plummeting down. So you want to be very, very careful of that, as that can lead you to a lot of very harsh results in regards to your ego. The best counteraction to this is just simply not saying tuck away your ego and be like some weirdo who doesn't have a sense of ego and no sense of direction. But you have to be somebody who's not really externally validated. You have to be very internally validated and go after mastery in this life. If you have it in the birth number, life path, or name, you need to figure out something to master, exclude other people from your plans, meaning just keep everything private, and let the right people be attracted to that can actually benefit you on your mission or on your goal. That's the best counteraction to that by far. Last one is the 19. 19, people born the 19th, life path 19, or expression number 19. They're all very much similar in effect. Definitely, like I was saying from the 13 summary, the name number is going to be the most because it's a day-by-day effect on you. Life path's like your overall life, so it affects you, but it's there. And then birth number is like the least effective. If you're born the 19th, a lot of people born the 19th, they'll say have a lot of like deficiencies physically. I'm not sure how true that is. I haven't seen enough research to actually back that up fully. What I do know about the 19 is that people with it are going to have a lot of power struggle because they were a very powerful person in a prior life. You still have a lot of power within you. Through the 1 and 9, you can start and finish anything you put your mind to. But moreover, you guys are going to have a lot of issues when it comes to authority and people just trying to stop you or get in your way. You're going to have people that are just going to try to thwart you away from your plans, throw you off, and maybe even face a lot of physical or mental or emotional abuse in this life, whether you're a man or a woman, doesn't matter. And you have to find out a way to dig yourself out of that hole. Setting self-boundaries. I'd say learn self-defense, whether you're a man or a woman with this life path or expression or birth number. I'd also say learn about psychology a lot, weaponize your ability to network with people, grasp social intelligence to the point of mastery, because these are the things that are going to be used against you in this reincarnation that you're in, is people's social conventions, the power structures, hierarchies, money. All of these things are going to be leveraged against you. If you're born the 19th, if you're expression number 19, or if you're a life path 19, you're going to find that you're almost feeling like you're fighting an uphill battle, but you got to fight it, but you got to use strategy in order to get ahead. And the best things to do is to look at different books on psychology, get your physical aesthetics the best that you can possibly get it. Obviously stay away from vices and addictions as well, but that's more so for the 14 by far. But you just really got to make sure you understand power, and where real power comes from is from within. And once you can control here, you can control what's outside of you completely. So don't look at like what position you're in currently status wise. Look at how you can affect it and how you can actually, let me reword that. Look at what you can actually control and stop worrying about the variables that you can't control. And you'll find that you get more and more power as time goes on when you just focus on the little things that you can control. All right, so that does end this video, guys. If you have any questions for me whatsoever, just leave in the comment section. Aside from that, like, subscribe. Holla at me for today, guys. Peace.